Good morning, everyone. It is John Crump. I'm an investigative journalist and I write about things that go bang. And today we're going to be talking about some information that came to light from a Twitter space that was held a couple years ago. And it does highlight what is going on in the Rare Breed versus Tim Hoffman case because it deals with one of the patents. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, as you guys know, Tim Hoffman has been sued by ABC IP and Rare Breed Triggers. One of the patents that they are suing him over is the patent about the super safety. The super safety was patented by Cameron Smith of Twin Bros. Cameron Smith claims that he was the original designer of the super safety. Tim Hoffman claims that that is factually inaccurate and that he is the designer of the super safety. And what we have found out now is that on P.D. Ralph's show, Ralph B, I guess he calls himself on Twitter, he did a podcast with our Twitter space with Twin Bros. I do want to give a shout out to Tutu Tundra, who brought this to my attention, and KF, known as Dot Slash on Twitter, who actually found this. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to listen to a few of the stuff because it is definitely interesting. So this is the Twitter space from back then. Let me go ahead and hit play here. Let me know if you can hear that. I can't yet, but I will. Hear it in a second. Or maybe not. All right. Let me just get.
Ladies and gentlemen, all
right.
Now added as a speaker. Twin Bros, welcome.
Welcome, buddy. Thanks for the ad.
That is Cameron Smith
I have
right there.
so many questions.
Well, I'll start with your first one. I'm happy to answer. An engineer weighs too many.
A bunch of this stuff.
Screenshots we've been seeing. What's going on with this whole, I guess, royal?
True. He does not get royalties from Twin Bros. No.
All right, he's talking about royalties,
I guess.
But let me just sum this up for you. Then we're gonna listen to a bunch of this stuff. He claims that Twin Bros never meant to patent the super safety. They.
Okay. So I don't know if you cover this. December 12th, 2023, and this is Cameron Smith. Is the last name?
Yeah, Cameron Smith of Twin Bros.
With P.D. Ralph.
Yeah, on P.D. Ralph's show. What he is claiming is that he hired a lawyer to do patent research because he was worried about Thomas Allen Graves suing him. But when the lawyer did patent research, they accidentally applied for a patent. He then goes on to say that he offered Tim Hoffman royalties on it, on them selling the super safety. But Tim Hoffman turned it down. Oh, my birthday was a few days ago. Sorry, I got to take down that banner. Yeah, it's not my birthday anymore. So I just want to get to this a little bit.
I read your post on it, and I think maybe we'll probably get into that one. But reading what Hoffman kind of says, I guess it kind of all sort of seems almost a little bit like a misunderstanding. So I kind of want to hear, I guess, where we are now-ish. Because to be honest, all I really know is super safety. People were making them, and I guess one guy seemed like he was getting grieved from it, and that was kind of the big post. That's kind of one side, though.
I mean, that's understandable. You know, something gets out there, everybody's going to have questions. But, I mean, we already know it's public, so it can't be patented.
Right.
Okay, so Why?
Did you hear that? That's Cameron Smith, the guy that patented the Tim Hoffman super safety, saying that it's already public, so it can't be patented.
On the website does it say patent pending?
So Twin Bros actually had a lawyer look into it, and apparently upon them looking into it, there were some accusations from a guy named Follis Allen Graves who wants to try and sue Twin Bros because apparently he thinks that what we sell goes against his patent. So Twin Bros had a full research done, and during that time, a lawyer decided to fire an additional paperwork when he was requesting information, and they did. So Hoffman's patent pending status technically expired, which obviously it can't be a provisional patent anyways. So it's not going to go anywhere, and they're not going for a full patent. It's just going to be a slap in the face to Thomas Allen Graves, because that man wants to go on every social media platform, email 50 times a day saying he's going to sue, write letters to P.O. boxes daily, and make accusations against Twin Bros. So, as a safety aspect, we're going to do every crook and cranny investigation on anything and everything we can to make sure we're not going to get sued.
Well, I got a question there because, a big thing about patents.
All right, did you hear that, Rich?
Yes.
Sum that up for you just said.
Well, he was concerned about Thomas Allen Graves suing him, and he had no intention of patenting the Hoffman Tactical Super Safety.
The lawyer just accidentally filed some extra paperwork. Right?
This is kind of actually funny enough, something that happened to Hoffman himself really early on with the FRT patent, is that when you got that patent, if you aren't going to,
No, a patent pending gives you no legal.
I honestly could care less about patent law, but it just makes sense.
I'm
a
just
bit of a
gonna
question
Go
of
forward a little
there had
bit.
to be another way of doing this.
To be able to get, according to them, like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I talk to a lawyer. I write them a check. They tell me what they can do. And then that's what I do. According to them, to get a full investigation, full documents, everything I was asking for, I told them to do whatever they got to do. That's what they did. Now, was I happy with everything that lawyer did? No, not exactly. But did he give me the documentations I was looking for? And to prove that Mr. Graves can't sue? Yes, he did.
Right on. That's a solid answer, and it seems like you've answered a lot.
Who, I'm muffled?
No, the
years with the up with Hawkett, and we try and
Hold on
here
for
and
a second here.
question I had.
a target on it. Arm the proof. I mean, it's so that's all we want.
To Hoffman, actually in person, and that offer was also denied. We're actually the
Today, something's going on, and that's what
Okay,
we need to
now
find
listen
out.
to this.
Thank you, guys.
Well,
Twin Bros. Talk to us, Twin Bros. What's going on here?
You're right. Twin Bros did make an offer to Hoffman,
He's talking about a royalty.
actually in person, and that offer was also denied for actually the same exact reasons. Now, if they're continuing to say it on those two specific people, who I also do know.
So right there, that's it. They admitted that they never intended to file a patent because they didn't own it, and they offered Hoffman royalties, which Tim turned down.
Now, did they clearly say Tim was the inventor of the super safety?
Well, if you listen to it, why would they offer him royalties?
Right, okay.
Why would they offer him royalties? And why were they saying, "Oh, we weren't doing that. We were just doing research so he wouldn't be sued to prove that Thomas Allen Graves doesn't have the patent." Rich is on the phone now. So right there, that right there shows that Tim Hoffman was the creator, in my opinion, was the creator of the super safety. It also proves that Twin Bros knew that he was the creator of the super safety. It also proves that Twin Bros, that Cameron Smith did not call Tim Hoffman and tell Tim Hoffman about the super safety, and Tim Hoffman went and copied Cameron Smith's design, because Cameron Smith, after they started selling the super safety, approached Tim Hoffman and offered him royalties so they can make the super safety. So right there, that goes to show you that the patent, in my opinion, is not valid, because that is a smoking gun, damning proof that Cameron Smith did not design the super safety, had nothing to do with the design of the super safety, and filed a false affidavit with the patent office stating that he is the creator of the super safety, which, if you do not know, when you file an affidavit with the patent office, you're doing that under oath. And by doing that under oath, that means he perjured himself. It's clear as day. He perjured himself in front of the patent office when he said he created the super safety. In my opinion, he did that because in this Twitter space, which is linked in the description, it shows that he did not create it, that Tim Hoffman created it, and he was under no illusions that he created it. So what I'm saying right there is that is a smoking gun. Good morning, LA Vino Latino. You're up really early. That is a smoking gun and shows that the patent that ABCIP purchased, I'm not saying they purchased it knowing it was fraudulent, but the patent that they purchased is not legit, because we have the guy that patented it on stream admitting that not only did he not invent it, but he offered Tim Hoffman royalties for his design, and also admitted that, hey, we were never going to patent this because it's not ours. We just wanted to do some research. Okay, I'm pretty sure we all know who invented the super safety. Does truth have anything to do with the courts will do when the DOJ is leaning on it? That's a good question, but this Twitter space could take out one of Rare Breed's arguments on the super safety patent. And it can also help other companies like Atrius, AS Designs, and a bunch of these nuts and a bunch of other companies that they are suing over, because one of the patents that they're leaning on is the super safety patent, which right there doesn't show anything. So yeah, Rich, are you there? You don't know where Rich went, but I'll just remove him for now. So everything is in the descriptions, and I think if anyone wants to go ahead and do video on it, share it out, whatever, I think that is a good thing. Rich, you're back.
Yeah, hey, my dog is back.
Oh, good.
So where is the audio and video of Lawrence Delmonico saying that Hoffman invented the super safety?
There's no video of Lawrence Delmonico saying that.
You sure?
Is there?
I don't know. I'm like, maybe somebody will sleuth it up and find it and send it to us.
Wow. Do you have something?
No, I don't have anything. I'm just saying, like, the potential, or the Twin Bro guys aren't any kind of intellectuals. So them,
that's obvious.
It just seems to me that if somehow all right, let's just say I accidentally patented something you invented.
How
I'd
do
be
you
Crump.
accidentally patent something? I don't understand that. I don't even understand that argument.
Well, one, I think they fully intentionally patented it. You know,
Oh,
just
I
hey,
absolutely
thanks.
believe that.
I accidentally did the patent.
My lawyer fired the paperwork by accident. What?
Yeah, that sounds like a whole BS story to me. Two, if I accidentally patented your invention, I'd be Crump. I'm signing this over to you. What you want it in a company, a trust, your name? How do you want it? My lawyer's on it right now. That would be the first honest and ethical thing I would do. Now, going down the line here, they followed through with a patent. So it's like you get a provisional patent, you get an approved patent, and then they sold the rights to the patent to Rare Breed, which I think is like 5 levels down on horrifically criminal mistakes that they've made.
Would that be considered fraud?
Would
Selling a fraudulent patent?
my heart would warm over like the Grinch if somehow Lawrence Delmonico was complicit in the fraud.
Yeah, we have no evidence of that though.
And you know, Lawrence, in my mind, Lawrence Delmonico has to go to extraordinary means to say, "Hey, I bought this patent thinking Twin Bros was the inventor, and I absolutely am certain that the Hoffman Tactical Super Safety wasn't invented by Hoffman at Hoffman Tactical, and it was invented by Twin Bros." The proof that he would have to offer would be unbelievable, extraordinary.
Yep.
Yeah. And as a good Christian, I probably ought to shut up because I got nothing else good to say.
Yeah. Are any of us really good Christians?
Not good enough, as Paul would say.
Yeah. There's actually this is a good point. The FRT, the technology goes back to a 1911 from like the early 1900s.
I'm feeling a little stupid because I thought, whoa, the TACOM 3MR, you know, going back 10 years prior to any FRT. But then I start hearing in the early 1900s, there were patents on devices similar.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just wanted to do a quick video.
But before you close, so the evidence is not only him speaking and saying, you know, it's the Hoffman Super Safety, and you know that I accidentally patented, but there are screenshots from his website, and there's packaging materials and emails sent from Twin Bros saying Hoffman Tactical Super Safety.
Well, on there's screenshots from the website that has the HT logo on it.
So this guy Cameron, ouch, is going to be in a world of hurt.
Yep. Exactly. Jordan knows a lot about patents. Patents cost money. No one's filing a patent and doesn't know it.
Wait. Jordan has a couple of patents. I mean, he must have filed 1 or 2 accidentally.
You mean you never filed an accidental patent, Jordan?
That's like, you know, Hunter Biden accidentally creating a dozen or 2 dozen companies and a dozen or 2 dozen bank accounts.
Or smoking crack.
Yes.
Here's something right here. Here's some other products if you want to help out Tim.
Oh yeah, any of the Orca build kits helped him.
Yeah. Gunthreads.com have a shirt, and like whatever you about stay super safe, and all proceeds go to Tim from that as well.
Hold on. I gotta go to my Hoffman background. Where's my Hoffman? Here it is. Or do you like this one?
Once again, here's the gifts and go. We're gonna wrap this up. I gotta shoot another video, write another article, because there will be major breaking news probably today, if not today, Monday.
Any clue? Any clue?
I'm not telling you anything, Rich.
So I know what not to talk about. It's not the other thing that we talked about. It's a new thing.
No, different. All right. See you guys later. Bye bye. Yeah, and by the way, Rich, the reason we won't tell Rich because Rich can't keep his mouth shut.